Welcome back everyone to the Back 40 Firewood channel. This morning we are on a bit of a firewood roundup. We're getting some of the stuff out of the woodshed and out of the wood yard kind of cleaned up, and we're going to split right in to the woodshed today. We are also going to be joined by the amazing one. Amanda is coming on here because basically what we're going to be doing is splitting, and then right off the end of the splitter, right there, right into the woodshed, stacked away for this coming fall. So if you remember back to my one video about production splitting when I was back in the shelter, what I had left over was all these big kind of odds and end length chunks of ash. So that's what we're going to be splitting today. I want to get this stuff split up. I got a couple big chunks of red oak there as well. I'm going to get split up, and then we're going to be stacking it into the woodshed here and filling in kind of like that back upper corner, and maybe coming out a little bit more on this one row here. But just it's that time of year. Round up the firewood, get it stacked away in the shed for this coming fall and winter. If some of you are wondering, why I have odds and ends and chunks like this, and you might be saying to yourself, why don't you just cut those pieces, longer? Well, what happens is when you have a log and you're making certain measured cuts and you get down to the end, there's only so much left. So that's why sometimes you will end up with, these 8 to 10 inch chunks, because you were making measured cuts before that. And, that's, like I said, that's what you end up with. Now, sometimes you end up with a piece like that where it's longer than what you want it to be measuring out. So you maybe have like a 20-inch piece or something like that. All right, we have our stacker here. The amazing Amanda's on site. All right, here you go. Just so everyone knows. That's right, we are all about safety here in the Back 40. We have the hearing protection and the yoga pants. We're ready to go. All right, so now we're back in the wood yard, and what we're going to do is just load some more of this already split big chunks of maple up on this pallet, and then haul that up to the woodshed and stack that in. And the reason I'm using the pallet and not the bucket, even though the pallet might hold a little less than the bucket, with the bucket I can't drive as far into the woodshed because it's wider. So with the pallet on, I can drive in a little bit further and make it easier to stack it away. All right, so there is the firewood. We rounded up this morning and got it stacked away in the shed. You can see I still have room to do one more row over here, and that we'll keep stacking on that, and we will probably stack this now all the way out. Instead of last year I tossed it in here loosely, but this year I think because I need to bring in more wood from the wood yard to free up some space, I think I'm going to stack it in here, and that way I'll get more wood in the shed. But for right now, that's going to do it because the sun is coming out and turning everything into that. And I have this little area right here that is getting a little soft, and I don't want to drive through that too much and tear it up any more than I already have, as you can see. But so I think what I'll do is take a break on this and go do some other work, have a little lunch, and then maybe this afternoon that'll be dried out and I can keep working on bringing more wood in from that big pile that's already split and get it stacked in here for this coming fall. The other thing with this wood is it is kind of semi-seasoned already, so I'm not too worried about leaving too much gaps for airflow in here. If I was just stacking this shed full of green, freshly split wood, that'd be a little different story then. I'd probably leave, 3-4 inches between each row. But because this stuff is pretty much already semi-seasoned, it's gonna be ready to go by this fall, no problem, ready to burn. I'm just gonna stack it in here as tight as I can and get as much in here as I can, because like I said, I need to free up some room in the wood yard. And what better way to do it than bring the wood that's ready to burn. Like I said before, I want to get my most seasoned wood, or the wood that will be the most seasoned come this fall, in the front of the shed over here. So then that way, as I start burning and work my way back to the back of the shed, that's where I can put like maybe some greener wood back there on the end, because that technically I probably won't get to until later in the burning season, which would be like 2022. January, February, maybe even if I get enough in here, March. So it'll be a whole year from now. All right, so I think that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool.
What do you want? Broke my boots.